Hi, if you are a non-resident and you are planning to sell your property in near future, then don't miss this video, because in this video I'm going to explain a scam which is happening. A lot of, you can say, people are getting victim of that, especially the non-residents who are planning to sell their property. So how you can be also a victim of this property and how you can avoid this, I will explain you with a real incident which happened with one of my client. And also I will tell you that the reason why this is a scam, and this is very white collar scam that you cannot even call that this is a scam happened with you. So let's begin. Let me start with first with the incident. So what happened, couple of months back, I got a lead from one of, you can say, non-resident. He was planning to sell property and he wanted us to do the lower TDS certificate. If you might be aware that if you are a non-resident and you are selling a property in India, then you have to pay a TDS of 23% of your complete sale value. Okay, and if you want to avoid that, then there is a procedure called lower TDS certificate, where you can do the calculation and you can apply for lower TDS rate or zero TDS rate. So we have discussed and I explained all these things, answered the queries and everything, and then I given my price also, which he felt that it is quite high, because somebody from somewhere was claiming that he can do the same thing in a quarter of my price, plus he got very good connection in the income tax department, so he can get it faster also. So generally we give a time of 30 to 45 days, and he was claiming that within a week or 10 days he will get the work done, because he got very good connection in income tax departments and almost every income tax officer. So of course we cannot bargain a little bit here and there, we can reduce our price, but we cannot go to quarter of our price. So the matter was closed and we forget about this thing. Then recently, a couple of weeks back, I got a call from the same person, and what he explained me, basically it's a pure scam, daylight scam. And it's not like that is a new scam, it's happening earlier also, especially with non-residents NRIs. So what was the thing happened with the person? Basically that fellow which quoted him that 10,000 rupees, I will do the lower TDS certificate for you, you have to just give me 40,000 rupees out of pocket expenses. Basically the out of pocket expenses, which in short form we call OOPS, is a official name of bribe. So this is how it was decided, and the person paid 50,000 rupees to him. What happened after 2 months of making a lot of excuses, this and that, then finally the person told him that I already paid 40,000 rupees to income tax officer, but that income tax officer got transferred and he's not picking my call, so sorry, I cannot do your work. Now this person asked for the money and simply say, I paid that money to the income tax officer, how you expect me to pay that money to you? Okay, and then he told him, okay fine, at least give me 10,000 rupees which I paid to you, you have not done my work. And simply says, sir, I have done so much work, I have run around for 2 months, this is my you can say hard work money, I cannot give it. So basically he have kept the whole money and has not done the work. When the person come to me and we checked about that, we found that fellow has not even applied online to get the lower TDS certificate. Now let me explain you, the lower TDS certificate is 100% online, and without applying you cannot get the certificate just because you know somebody in income tax department. So this was the scam. Now what is the recursion happen on that person? That is very important to understand. See, generally the NRIs are on very tight schedule, they have to fly here, do the drill, and then they have to go back. Maybe when they're selling property, they are in urgent need of money, maybe they are buying some property, they are doing some investment, or maybe they just need money to support there, because during the COVID time lots of people has lost their jobs. Also there are other can be issues where they want this money for the treatment of their you can say family members. Anything can be possible. Now with this person, what happened? First thing, he lost the 50,000 rupees, but that is not the deal, that is not the pain point. The biggest problem is that he might have lost the deal. So in COVID time it's very difficult to get the buyer first hand, because most of people are delaying to buy property because even their job is on very shaky platform. And then even you are lucky you got a buyer, then you do not want to surely pay that 23% TDS, okay, and you want to avoid that. But due to this delay, he might have lost the deal, the buyer, because any buyer want to finish the job very fast. He also want to take the possession of property, because it's a very high value, high risk transaction, so everybody want to get through very fast, and if you delay, simply the buyer will back off. So now understand this thing, this person has lost 50,000 rupees, lost the deal, lost the opportunity cost for maybe whatever he might have done with the money. Okay, so this can happen with anybody. And how they pull off this, it's a very simple modus operandi. Let me explain that. First thing, the first target for them is to capture the person. Okay, so quote lower fees, and most of people fall for that, right? Second important thing is see, why NRI, why not resident? Because NRI have very tight schedule, they cannot chase people in India. You can simply block the phone and you can disappear. And then what can happen next thing, that they don't know how the procedure works. Most of cases they are not aware how in income tax or in India the procedure works. So it's very easy to create different excuses and just delay the thing. You delay more than 1 month, the person will become impatient. What will do? He will simply pay the 23% TDS and get the deal done and fly off from India. So once the deal is done, nobody bother about 40-50,000 rupees, and this way somebody without doing anything get the 50,000 rupees. Now some of you might be thinking that why we can't take a legal action against that person, he's a fraud. So basically you cannot take the legal action because you have paid money for an illegal activity. Now you understand, paying and taking money as a bribe is illegal in India. Even it happens, but it is illegal. So if you go somewhere and you basically file an FIR, then what the police officer will ask to you, that why you paid that money. And another thing why you cannot recover the money, that most of the cases they will not give you the invoice, and even they will give the invoice will be only for 10,000 rupees, not for 40,000 rupees, which they take as a oops money, right? So in all cases, even you force somebody, they can max give you 10,000 rupees, that this is my fees, take it. 40,000 already I paid to income tax officer and I cannot do. Even you cannot call the income tax officer. First thing, he will not pick up your call. Even you pick up the call and he will ask that you have taken my 40,000 rupees, he will simply blast you off. Okay, you simply said that are you, basically I don't know even who are you. So ultimately the thing is this, your 50,000 is lost, and but that is not the problem. The problem, you lost a very valuable deal, and maybe it takes another 1 year to find another buyer, and maybe your money is stuck for another 1 or 2 years. So this is the main pain point which you're going to face. Now another thing I want to explain for those people who believe that India works that way only, you have to pay money and get the work done. So even in that case, let me explain how it works on ground level. So generally what happens, that oops money is not a fixed money. It depends on lots of things. For example, how much you can say, how much you are impatient to get the deal done. Like the quicker you want, the price will be more. Second thing, your property value. If you are selling something 50 lakhs or something 5 crore, the oops money will different in all condition, and it all depends on negotiation and the officer there belong. Some officers are negotiable, some officers say no, I need this. Another point, if your property value is higher, it goes to commissioner also. So it is not only income tax officer which can share the revenue, it can be commissioner also. That what is for me, it happens. I don't know I don't know whether it is happening now or not, because we don't deal in this strictly. We say no to money, and we are very we do not want to get into unnecessary just for the couple of things, because we don't have any cut off for me. Okay, so why I am getting to involve in some illegal activity where my name can also be you can say get into a trouble. But you understand simply that if you are a person and if somebody claiming that give me this much fixed money and get the thing done, it is not. What is basically going to happen, that after you pay the money, and even that person has applied online and he has went to income tax officer, and officer say no, I will not do this thing less than 1 lakh rupees, then do you think that he will pay 50,000 from his own pocket? No, he will call you and I will explain you that now you have to pay 50,000 more, or forget about this lower TDS certificate. Not only about 50,000, even he asks you to pay 3 lakh rupees. If your deal is say 5 crore, 6 crore, and you are stuck, you are in middle of deal already, the buyer has shortlisted, buyer has paid you money, even maybe that you have gone through the first level of agreement, buyer has already paid the stamp duty. It is very difficult to just get out of that, because you have to pay 3 lakh rupees. So this is another trap, where once you are half in, they will ask you any money and you have to pay, because you cannot back off from that stage. Already you are, you can say, half inside that agreement and all. So this way it's very easy to first ask 10,000 rupees and then get 3 lakh rupees, share this amount with whatever people are there and make a very handsome money. Yes, your work will be done, but what is the cost? And I think this is the cost. Basically most of people will differentiate professional firm and agent. So basically agent can get the work done in cheaper way. So first thing, the risk is very simple, that the work will not be done at all. Because another thing I'm telling you, for lower TDS certificate, from computation to certification, lot of places you need a CA signature, a chartered accountant signature. So it cannot be done by anybody. And if suppose an agent has access to some CA, the CA at least will charge 10 to 50,000 to do certification, because less than that, who will be interested in doing the work, right? So it's not feasible. So basically it is two things. First thing, you will simply get the money and not do the work and pocket the money. Second thing, in middle of that, he can ask you to pay anything and you don't have any option but just to pay up. Now, so this is how this whole modus operandi works. Now let me, friends, one thing I want to explain here. I'm not saying that I am or we are the only firm in India who are professional and doing work. Yes, this thing I can say that we are working in this field more than 7 years. We have a dedicated team, and every month we are doing at least 10 to 15 cases. And India has changed a lot, and government of India has doing a lot of things to make things transparent, and doing online is first thing. So you can get the work done. If you believe me, you can get the work done without paying a single rupees, and almost 90 to 99% cases in our firm is done without paying a single rupees. When you don't pay a single rupees and you refuse to pay a single rupees, even the department income tax officer are really scared of you, because they know this person can go to a grievance, they can go to complain, they can reach out to different officials, and then it can be difficult for him to handle. So yes, he can delay, but he cannot deny the lower TDS certificate. Only thing, you have to keep a little bit of patience. Second important takeaway, you can moral of the story you can take away from here, that see, service is different from goods. So it cannot be a cheap service and a you can say costly service. Either there is a service or there is no service. So either I will get you your work done or I will not get your work done. So it cannot be cheap. You cannot compare a service on the basis of price. It's not a tomato and potato where you can compare with looking at the quality. Last thing, if I say, see, there are professionals. Okay, generally the three professional in your life, never bargain them with the price, bargain them with the service, and I think they can give you more benefit than what they charge. They are doctors, lawyers and chartered accountants. If they are on your side, they are honest and they are giving you right advice. Never think about the prices. Even you might be paying a slight premium, this will come back to you manifold in form of good health, good wealth and good, you can say, to safeguard your interest. With this thing, I will stop my video here and hope you got the message that what basically happened and how things are happen. Of course, a caveat here, that I'm not saying that all the people approaching is are you can say frauds, but yes, a lot of them who are basically, if they are just offering the very cutting, you can say, throat price, you understand, on this price they are not going to do the work. There's other way to get the money from you. So apart from that, if you have any queries, questions on lower TDS, or you are planning to sell property, you want to discuss about something legal or tax related, you can free to approach us. Put the comment in this video and we will answer that. If it is a personal answer, a personal question, or there is a personal detail involved, please don't put in the comment. Send me an email ID. My email ID is provided in description box, and then either me or my team will come back to you. If it's a simple question, no you can say charges you have to pay. But if it is a question where I have to work out, I have to study, then of course there will be a nominal fees which will be adjusted against the final fees which you're going to charge when you hand over the work to us. So friends, just only one thing in this whole video, that don't expect better services from cheap people. That's all. Thank you. Have a nice day.